Greetings, students. We're going to be working on our 7.2 standard, which has to do with word problems today. And there is a cross-country meet going on behind us. I'm going to try to get this done before they finish so I can see them cross the finish line. All right, so the first problem, Alicia had negative $11 in her checking account. She did a few chores and made $44.50. She decided to pay for her and a friend to go to the movies. Not very responsible. And each ticket cost $6.25. How much money does she have left in her checking account? So this is going to be one where we're going to have to add money, subtract money, add money again. So let's go ahead right here and jot down what we know. We know that she starts with negative $11. Alicia. Then she does some chores, so she makes. So that means we're going to add. That means she gets it. So we're adding. We're going to add $44.50. She does some chores. Then she goes to the movies, and she's paying. So we're subtracting from her total money. 6.25, times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. 0.25 times 2 is 50. So those movie tickets cost $12.50. Alicia, I'd like to know where you go to the movies because that's the cost of one here. All right, so now let's do the math. We're going to start with negative $11. Then we're going to add $44.50 to it. I'm just going to do that one step first, okay? So 4 minus 1 is 3, 4 minus 1 is 3, or negative 1 plus 4 is 3, negative 1 plus 4 is 3, 0 plus 5 is 5, and 0, okay. So now she's got $33.50 in her checking account. You are welcome to use a calculator on this portion of your SOL standards, but you don't have to. I just did it like that. So now she has $33.50, but she decides to go to the movie. Now let's take away $12.50 from that. 0 and 0 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So Alicia is left with $21 in her checking account. She's going to pay me a portion of it for being her accountant here. Problem number 2. There are 30 students in Miss Woodward's class, and 1/5 of them have their own cell phone. Of this group, half of them are allowed to use social media. How many of the students have a cell phone and can use social media? So let's jot down what we know. Total kids, there are 30 of them. Cell phones, we know that 1/5 have a cell phone. And social media, 1/2 of 1/5 of 30. All right. I'm just writing a lot out there just to write, but as Mr. Hanley says, I'm verbose. So there are 30 kids, and 1/5 have cell phones. So we're going to multiply 30 by 1/5, or 30 divided by 5 because it's a 1/5. And anytime you're multiplying a whole number by a fraction, we put that 30 over top of 1 because 30 divided by 1, fractions are divisions, 30 divided by 1 is 30. And when you are multiplying fractions, you go straight across. 30 times 1 is 30, and 1 times 5 is 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. That's just how many have a cell phone. So now we're going to take 6 and we're going to multiply it by 1/2. So again, let's put that over 1. 6 times 1 is 6, and 1 times 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, which is our answer. Now, you probably could have said, well, I know half of 6 is 3. But I wanted to show you that fraction multiplication while we're at it. Question number 3. Joe bought a box of laundry detergent that contains 195 scoops. Each load of laundry uses 2.5 scoops. How many loads of laundry can he do with this one box? The box of detergent was $19.99. How much is he paying for each load he washes? This is important to read the entire question because in this problem, there are actually 2 things that we're solving for. If you just read the end, you might just think that it's how much he's paying for each load he washes. But it's how many loads of laundry can he do with the box, and how much is he paying per load. All right? So let's go ahead and write down what we know. One box equals 195 scoops. Okay? One load is 2.5 scoops. And the cost per box is $19.99. So let's first tackle the box. This is 2.5. To make this easier for you, you can say that 2 1/2 is the same thing as 2, and then 1/2 simplified as a decimal is 0.5. So it's the same thing as 2.5. So we're going to take that 195, we're going to divide it by 2.5. We're going to get 78. You might be inclined to say 195 times 2.5, but if you sit and you think about it, that's going to give you a very big number. That's not going to make sense that you would have that many, you could do that many loads with so few scoops. It's not going to add up. You're taking the total and you're dividing it by the 2.5. So we have 78 loads per box. So that is the answer to the first part. And we need this answer to do the second part. How much is he paying for each load? So again, 78 divided by 19.99 is going to tell us the exact. Don't put 20 there. A lot of times people say, oh, $9.99 is $10. Use 19.99 to get an exact answer. 78 divided by 19.99 is $3.90. Okay? So $3.90 per load is how much Joe is paying. Question number 4. I'm actually going to fold the paper now because it's getting a little too much. Okay. Edward started his hike at an elevation of 115 feet below sea level. And throughout the hike, he ascends. Remember, ascends going to a greater height, a greater distance, a greater number. He ascended 3,200 feet. And then he descended 676 feet. How much did his elevation change? Okay. So for this one, he is below sea level. So let's say sea level is 0. Okay. He is 115 below it. So we're going to say negative 115 because it's below. Throughout his hike, he ascends. So we're adding 3,200 feet. And then descending, so you're going down, minus 676. So let's go ahead and do the math. We have negative 115 plus 3,200. And 3,200